to shorten the length of the bag in this way. Or you can turn the bag inside out to double it and make it shorter, or fold it up like your sleeves, and you may find even easier ways. Filling the bag with a can, like the coffee can you used for the mix, is small enough for anybody to pick up. Make sure that the start of the bag is packed well with earth. Maybe first fill it up like a column and then lay it down. Use gravity's slope to help you to move the earth into place. Pack the earth well and fold the end under to tuck it under and close. Pack the earth wall by walking over it and tamping. Not only from the top with a tamper like a plumber's tamper, but all along you will see us use a brick to shape the bag so that it follows the compass closely. We have a roll of standard 4-point barbed wire, which has 2 wire strands and 4 points on the barbs. Use the barbed wire between the layers of bags. We secure the barbed wire in place before we lay the next bag, and there are several different ways of doing it. In this case, for each layer of super adobe, we put 2 strands of barbed wire parallel and 4 inches apart for the main dome, and 1 strand of barbed wire for smaller domes. Throughout this to build not only a single building, but an entire village. The most important rule in filling the bags is that if you feel it is a heavy weight and labor, it means your technique is not right yet and you need more practice. The strength of the super adobe depends on the tamping, so good tamping is one which presses the earth material tightly into the sides of the bags, so that there are almost no wrinkles on the outside edge of the bags. To build each arch for the entries to the 4 small domes, we need to make a temporary form with the available materials, wood or steel, or even more sandbags. The form is deep enough to allow the arch to follow the curve of the dome, and we place it at the right level and the right height and level it. At this point we can install the rough frames of the doors, which are made of 2-inch angles of steel or T-section. The sill is placed at the level of the finished floor, and the door frame is leveled and temporarily secured in place with wire. With the stabilized earth, we wait a few days for the arch to become bone dry before pulling out the form. If we use unstabilized earth, we must first build at least 4 rows above the arch. After the arch is built, the bags meet it to close the wall, and barbed wire is carried over at every row. As the rings step in, it becomes easier to walk on the lower rings while building. They make natural steps to climb up and down, and small pipe is placed at the top of each dome if needed for ventilation. During the construction, we can lay the electrical conduits and plumbing pipes horizontally between the layers of super adobe, or we can cut channels for the vertical conduits. For example, the copper pipe for bringing fresh water must be insulated from the earth to stop corrosion. Finally, the windscoop chimney is the tallest element and will be the last to be finished. When the structure is completed, then the finishing works of outside waterproofing and stucco is done. Inside plastering and floor slabs can be made with the same stabilized earth material. In these structures, the taste of the occupant will decide the finishes, including doors and windows, designs and painting, contemporary or traditional ways of various regions. And the CalEarth Super Adobe Manual, you should be able to build a structure. These are all part of the teachings at CalEarth, and learning theory and hands-on safely in the apprenticeship training. The best way to start is to build a smaller dome first, before beginning the main project. And the secret to success is only to practice, practice, practice. The dome will be plastered and sculpted to bring all rainwater to the ground, away from the building, into the patio drainage, to irrigate the trees.